On this episode of Scotty's Garage, it is very much make or break today. We've got lots to do, not a lot of time to do it. This thing goes to the exhaust shop tomorrow. Let's get into it. Okay guys, you know the story. This is a 1981 Ford Fairmont. It's got a 2008 Ford Barra in it. All right? We're getting there, but there's still lots to do. Got to do the fuel system, got to hook up, got to do transcooler lines, got to do fuel lines. Got to put a shifter in it because it looks like we're going to lose the column shift, which is a real shame, but it is what it is. The master cylinder is now in the car. Now I've got to plumb that up as well. So that's my first job this morning. And finish off the wiring. But lots to do, so I'm not going to faff about. We're just going to get this done. Brian's in the shop here with me. Darren is out doing his day job stuff, but he'll join us again later. You know, both these guys have been legends.
We're gonna do it.
There's Brian.
Can I point out a couple things that we did late?
Yeah, let's have a look. Night? All right, what do we got?
And the steering shaft is in.
That's right, steering shaft is in. That got modified last night. You would have seen that on yesterday's video we talked about, but Brian has painted it, well, dog dick red. Yeah. And then he's come in and installed that early this morning while I was still editing. So I've got to finish up some of this wiring stuff. I've actually got a mission for Brian this morning, but yeah, we're going to make this happen. Let's do it. All right, another box full of air. But yeah, we've got a converter of some sort. And we've got a dipstick. Hopefully that'll work with the bell housing. It's all pretty tight around that area. Okay, let's get it in the car.
A few moments later.
This is all your parts for your Ford 9-inch we're putting in, remember? Well, I mean, you know, we can come back right after sick week and do it on, or sick summer, and do it on that Sunday before you go home.
Darren's not been on a spending spree.
That fucking table's gonna tip over. Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Darren, what have you done?
I gotta pan back in order to see it all.
Yeah. So, another delivery, this time from Jegs. Now, about these, you know, overnight deliveries, it's pretty cool that they can send stuff overnight. However, it's really expensive. Like it adds, say, I think it was, probably $70 to get this overnighted, so $70 US, it's over $100 Australian, just for shipping. Also, ordering stuff with an Australian credit card here in America can be problematic. So they see an American address, an Australian credit card, and they immediately start freaking out. So, I told you about yesterday, Amazon got, filed a fraud report, got my credit card locked. So I had to spend the time unlocking the credit card. And then I did another order from UPR for those strut tops, the caster camber plates. Well, probably maybe based off the other report, I don't know, but I ordered off them the previous day, no problem. And then yesterday, they cancelled the order due to, Australian credit card, blah, 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 even though I'd ordered from them literally the day before. So that order is now coming tomorrow, and we had to use Brian's credit card to order it. So it's not all sunshine and roses over here ordering parts. If you're using an Australian credit card, it can be difficult. But I do have a converter in this box. Now, these guys actually did ring up. UPR didn't ring up. They just cancelled the order, and just like, I didn't realise until I noticed there was no shipping information in my email. So I went and checked. I went and rang them up and said, "Oh yeah, what's happening with my order? What's the order number?" They go and check. "Oh yeah, we cancelled that." Like, okay, you weren't going to tell me. Jegs at least rang up and said, "Oh, is this a legit order?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah. I'm here from Australia. I'm building a car." Okay, just checking. So, yeah, okay, all right. So it's a bolt-in converter. That's good. That's handy. Seems to have the right amount of splines and everything. It's only a little 10-inch jobby, so I think we're going to have to run some spacers behind this. Yeah. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? All right. Yeah. Hopefully it works.
Here at Rapid Performance, Joe's saving our butts here. He's got all our AN fittings, fuel line. What's that? What he's ordering us on Friday?
10-pound pressure relief valve, so the rear brakes, we've got drums, so we've got to run a 10-pound pressure valve in there so it doesn't dump all the pressure into the drum brakes, but wants all the pressure up the front for the discs. So Joe from Rapid Performance is going to... yeah, well, these guys are dirt track guys. We'll show you out the side in a sec, but we've just bought a bunch of hose. We've got our fittings. I've just stuck them all in there in the pot. So we're going to go build the fuel line for our Fairmont. Do you mind if we duck out and have a look? Go check out these cars.
How much is it for a tour before we go to the door? Tours are free.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, let's check out in here. There's a pretty looking Speedway car. I don't even know the classes of Speedway, but you can just tell this thing's going to be fast. And then look at this frame. This is pretty amazing. A lot of work gone into this. It's interesting, it's got standard rails up the front. And I just asked them what the front rails are. Crown Vic, apparently. Hey, Cletus, this is what you should be doing with your Crown Vics.
Yeah. Let's put this kind of chassis under a Crown Vic.
Yeah, wow. That'd be pretty amazing.
Rapid Performance. This is Joe's bread and butter right here.
It's very cool.
Can't remember how many each said he built. Over 10 a month.
Yeah, 10 a month. Holy crap. All right. Well, we got a lot to do, so let's head back to Darren's and get stuck into this Fairmont and get it done. And we're back to O'Reilly's.
Are we handy capable?
I'm very capable. And here we are coming back to the charger.
Woohoo, we got our oil. They have brake pads in there, ceramic ones too. We probably should have picked them up from that kid, huh?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Here's a fine example of that 5th season I was trying to explain to you when we were in the airport.
Oh yeah, roadwork season, yeah.
So, I understand why they wait, because the ground is so soft that the machines would just sink into the ditch. But now it's the busy season on these roads, so there's a lot of traffic for people going up north to go to their lake homes or going up for vacations. Do you guys have open container laws in your?
No.
See, if you have any kind of an open alcohol container here, you get,
Straight to jail.
Yep, straight to jail. A DUI, maybe your car taken away from you. Rumor says you can live in Texas, the driver can be sober and everybody else can drink.
That's the way we do it down under. I know it may not be totally legal in some states, but generally, yeah. Driver is sober and everyone else can get shit-faced on the road. So I'm just making up some brake lines at the moment. See how this goes. Which way are we going? This way. Kind of like this brake line bender, I gotta say. Makes life a bit easy. All right, so if we go that way. So there's our brake line. Well, that's our rear brake line, such as it is. I've just got it to the end here and we'll be good to go. But eventually we're going to have to put a residual pressure line in there because we're running drums on the rear, discs on the front, and the master cylinder is set up for disc. So yeah, that's something we can add later, but just for the moment, just getting it on and off the trailer and bleeding the brakes and stuff like that, we'll do this. So it looks like we need to machine the bell housing just a little bit to go with the dipstick tube we have, because the factory dipstick won't work, and I had to buy an aftermarket one, and the aftermarket ones are so chunky that this area here is yeah, a bit too thick. So Darren's going to put it in the mill out a section.
I'm going to put it in this mill over here, though, Scotty.
You're going
This one right here.
Sorry, let's turn it around.
Oh.
Yeah,
We're gonna use this mill right here, though, not the CNC.
not the CNC.
Not the CNC.
And as you can see, my sketch on the side of the bell housing is quite precise. Do you think you can match that pattern?
I can give it a shot. Do you want it all squiggly like this right here?
Please do it.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Let's not. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just make it nice then.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, luckily I have my safety squints on. Put a little chamfer on it and off we go.
Hey, have you heard about Sick the Mag?
Have you heard of Sick the Magazine? It's more like a book than a magazine.
You do that so well. It's an aggressive cut.
That's what WD-40's for. You just get a little lube on there.
How you going? Hey, I'm Scotty.
CJ.
Hey, CJ, how you going? What is this? Wow.
American burnout car.
Skids for kids. Awesome. Wow. A little blower on there as well. Ha!
Yeah, this is one of the first drives with this motor, so.
Yeah, wow.
Wait a minute, what happened to the last motor?
Oh, we don't want to talk about that.
Did it have to do something with an oil filter adapter?
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, we've had
Lost
that
the oil
happen
filter
here.
on that one.
We've had that happen here too.
They don't run long without any oil pressure.
No.
I noticed that your buddy just kept filming you too.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what I did to a buddy of mine.
Yeah, because you can see through all the smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a wheel rub out or something. But in your situation, can you really tell what's going on? in the smoke?
No.
Until it's over with?
Smoke is smoke.
What is it, an M? It's not an M90 or nothing, is it?
Uh,
Supercharger?
112 it looks like.
112 on a
That is?
LQ9 6 liter with 799 LS1 heads.
Awesome.
241, 799, same deal.
Has it been dynoed or anything?
Before the blower, it was dynoed at 388 wheel. Yeah.
Nice.
So. It probably makes 500 now, maybe.
Yeah, cool.
But I'm taking this one off the end of the month and then going up to the M122. So
Okay.
just a little bit more.
Slightly bigger blower.
Slightly bigger, a lot better heat exchanger with that setup.
I see a cast iron block in there.
Yep. Junkyard's what we use around here. This tip here, you put her. Someone put oil down on the track. I was on a drift track and hit that oil slick, spun me out, backed right into the wall. Only damage was the tip.
Wow.
I mean,
Got it pretty good though.
oh yeah.
What other events do you do? I mean, your Skids for Kids, I see.
Yeah. So
You were at
we travel. Our big one is Ice Cream Cruise, where we do a big burnout comp there. That's down in Omaha area.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I see Kyle from 1320 goes there quite a bit.
yeah, that's his event.
It's his event, is it?
Yep,
There you go.
yep, yep.
So
Yeah, we worked with him and put on a big burnout.
I wasn't
comp
sure
there.
if it was Kyle's event or someone else's deal, but there you go.
Yeah, that's one. If you're ever around here at the time, you
Yeah.
cannot miss that.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, nothing like it. You get drag racing, roll racing, burnouts,
All in the
power
one day.
skids.
Yeah.
The only other place that does power skids in the U.S. other than Brainerd, Minnesota.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
yeah, pretty cool.
So what brings you here today?
Come to bring you a shifter.
A shifter.
Yeah, we're gonna
Wow.
get you hooked up.
Awesome. Wow. Yeah, we actually.
So,
Oh yeah.
hopefully, this should do the trick for you. It's a 3-speed V-matic, old V-matic shifter.
Yep.
And you get 2 modes with it. You get a normal mode, so you can
Okay.
just go 1, 2, 3 kind of deal.
Yep. Yep.
You got reverse and park lockout. And then if you push down on it when it's in neutral, let's see, what gear are we in? We have to mount. If you push down in it,
Yeah.
it goes into a ratchet mode.
Oh, okay.
So you get like a normal streetcar shifter or a ratchet.
Best of
depending
both
on
worlds.
Whatever you want to do. I don't know if you have a trans brake, but
Not yet, but that's
you got
cool.
a trans brake. That
Awesome.
would work out.
Well, thank you, my man.
No,
Thank
anytime.
you. That is cool.
Absolutely.
What's your name? What does it look like driving this beast? Let's see if we put it right here, you can see the both of us.
So check it out. Darren has smashed it out of the park once again. So dipstick tube fits in here. A little bit. Oh, it's got no rubbers on it, but slides in and out. Just got to make sure you line up the machined face. So machined face against the case. And there we have it. Now we just got to bolt it on permanently. Get our new converter in there. And maybe some spacers. While Darren's working on the bell housing, Brian's been over here mounting the transcooler.
Get it mounted and start running the line.
Yeah, and then I've just finished off the brake lines. Definitely not my best work. Darren has asked me to point out that he had nothing to do with the brake lines. This is a professional shop, and my brake lines are definitely not a professional job. So, anyway, now we're going to move on to the next job, which is mounting the surge pot and doing our fuel lines and fuel system and all that sort of stuff. So, it just keeps going. I have to come in down at this angle because I always seem to get shots of the top of your head.
Yeah, and then things shine off of my head. Just machining up some spacers for the converter.
Hey guys, so we're coming up to the end of Wednesday here in the States, in Minnesota. And obviously you can see the car still hasn't got 4 wheels on it. That's because I I think I mentioned earlier, they cancelled one of our orders. So we've reordered and it'll be here tomorrow, which means we'll be able to put the front end back in this thing and it'll be on wheels again tomorrow. Well, it needs to be, because it's going to the exhaust shop midday tomorrow. It's booked in for exhaust and wheel alignment. So, yeah, they're going to be pretty big things. It is not running yet. There is still some stuff to do. One of the big things today, I'll flip you around, is the transmission. So the converter arrived today. As you can see, it's quite a tiny little converter. It is a slightly high stall. It's like 2400, something like that. I didn't go too crazy, but we needed a converter that would bolt to our flex plate. But as you can see, it's snugged in there way back in, because the bell housing for this is quite, the torque power bell housing is a bit larger. Yeah, it's just the way it is. I mean, typically we'd get a custom converter made up for a setup like this, but we don't have that time. So what Darren's done is made up spacers. Now, normally you have these, we've had poles this thick welded to converters in the past, so it's not going to be a problem. So we'll do spacers, grade 8 bolts, and then he's made this little duva that slides on the end of the converter as well, and we'll slide into the back of the crank and it'll stabilize it all. Man, what an awesome job. There is no problem here that doesn't have a solution, and Darren is a problem solver. There's no doubt about that. So we're going to have this on wheels tomorrow, getting an exhaust, getting a whole bunch more done. Geez, I'd like to say we could fire it up tomorrow. We'll see how we go, because we're going to be working on it while they're doing exhaust and stuff and all that sort of thing. But yeah, we're coming up towards the weekend and timing's getting away from us. I do want to touch on the fact that, yes, we've been doing the GoFundMe thing, and I'm blown away. I'm blown away by the response, guys. Right now it is, it's like 11 o'clock at night here in Wednesday night. I don't know, what's that make it for you guys? It's plus 12, plus, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon there. So 2 o'clock in the afternoon over there, and it's at $4,300 already, the GoFundMe, which is just amazing. So thank you for your support, guys. And that is going to cement our ability to do this. Because like I said, I was starting to run real short of cash. And I'm like, holy shit, what are we going to do? We're going to run out of fuel money and accommodation money. So I hated doing it. I don't want to do it. But, like I said, a lot of people reached out and said, Scotty, how can we help? And you guys have put your hands up to help. And I thank you for it. So we'll be back in here tomorrow. This thing will be on wheels. It's going to get an exhaust, and you're going to see all that on future episodes of Scotty's Garage.